Hi friends, welcome to another tech video tutorial for configuring your VTIER storage appliance. In this video, we're going to show you how to manage your VTIER appliance using command line interface. In this video, you will see how to create a volume and then share them via NFS or CIFS. At VTIER, our main aim is to simplify management. Our aim is to finish any storage allocation process within 60 seconds. So there are three operations required for creating shares. The first step is to create volumes, raw volumes. If you want, you can also share them via Fiber Channel or iSCSI. If you don't want Fiber Channel or iSCSI, you can share them via NFS or CIFS, but for that you have to create a file system. We can choose either XFS or ZFS. So let's start. The first step is to create the volume. This is the command VTIER setup, which is used to create volumes. There are multiple switches you can specify at command line. You can use -D to register or stop the volume, -E to erase the volume, or -R to resize it. Say if you have bigger volume, you want to reduce it, you can reduce it with -R option. So let's say you want to create a volume name. So we are creating a volume demo, my test, with the size of 10 terabyte. If you are familiar with VTIER storage, all volumes are thin volumes. There is no storage allocated unless and you start using them. So you can create 10 terabyte or 20 terabyte or 30 terabyte volume. There won't be any storage use until unless you start using it. That easy. It's created a volume, my test. Now the next step is to create the file system. So let's say, but say if you want to use this volume for your fiber channel or iSCSI connectivity, you can stop here and then use the iSCSI and fiber channel command lines to export this volume via fiber channel or iSCSI. But let's say you want to share it with NFS or CIFS, then you have to create a file system on it. Then you have to specify demo test and then the file system that you want to. So let's say I'm choosing XFS. Now my volume is created and the file system is created. Let's see. Now my volume demo, my test is mounted under /vol and is all ready to be exported via NFS or CIFS. To share the volume via NFS, the command is share path /vol/demo my test. Here you have to specify the host who need connectivity. You can either specify a single host, a subnet, or a wild character. You can choose star for word writability. So let's share. In the share option, you have to specify whether you want read only, write, and there are other NFS options. This is some defaults. If you are not sure, choose defaults. My share is created. Now let's go to a Linux client machine and see if we can mount our share. Let's see here. Here you go. It's mounted. Let's unmount it now. The next step is to see how we can remove this NFS share. The command to remove the NFS share is now let's go to our client machine and see if we can mount it. It should not because we already removed the access. Permission denied. So now look at our Samba. How do we share the same file system using Samba for our Windows CIFS clients? The command add .php. Now give the Sama share, say my demo. Tree name is demo. Path is /demo my test. You want to give any commands to it? What's the default option? You don't have to change it. Now you have to specify the valid users whom you want to give access for this share. Say we have a user vadmin. We want to give access to this user. Now let's go and verify it. We have a Windows client. These are our already existing shares. Let's click on refresh and see if we can see demo. Here it is. The demo file system is here. Now let's go and remove this share. The command to remove the share is delete.php. Share name is specified demo. Now demo share is removed successfully. Now let's go and verify on the client machine that this demo is actually removed. So let's go to our client machine and click on refresh. There you go. The demo share has been removed. The other thing I want to show is the volume statistics about this demo test. How do you figure it out? How many read writes going on a volume? What's the status currently? So let's go to our sysfs interface. This is the directory which contains all the files which gives you status about the current state of this volume. So this file num.io tells you the number of IOs to this volume. You can see there is no sequential reads or writes, but there are random reads, random writes because you created the file system. You can look at the device usage. It tells you how much it's using on tier 0, how much using on tier 1, and how much using on tier 2, and if there are any zipped space used. So currently is only using 33 MB out of 10 terabyte is allocated. The other thing is there's a migration policy. So this file you can modify to change the default characteristics of this volume for migration. You can change the max age of a block. After that it migrates to the next tier and the number of hit it collects during that interval. If the hits are below or higher, then it moves up or down. This is a file migration interval that tells how often you want to run the migration thread. So pretty much you can control all the characteristics of this volume via this interface. This sysfs interface lives in memory. The other thing I want to show you is the VTIER usage. This file contains the total size of all the pools. What the size of tier 0, how much space left, what the size of tier 1, and similar what the size of tier 2, what the size and how much is allocated. So this overall tells you the health of all the storage pools. So this concludes our session about configuring your VTIER storage appliance using CLI. You can see that each task, whether it's NFS, saves or create volume, was done under 60 seconds. Thanks for joining us for this tutorial. Please also don't forget to look at our other tech video tutorials to see the value of our VTIER solution. Thank you.